My name is Abby Ehler. I am British and I'm currently in sunny Saint-Tropez competing at the Swan 50 Worlds. I have sailed all my life and I've had a career both sailing and off the water, and I've competed in 3 Volvo ocean races, numerous offshore sailing, so predominantly a career in the big boat world. And I've also worked shoreside for the America's Cup and currently work shoreside for Sail GP. In the wake of SCA, it was what was really the driving force for us as a team was the fact that we wanted to build off that momentum. We wanted to keep all that energy and all that following that we'd built up and the experience that we'd gained from doing that race. With the announcement that SCA as a sponsor weren't going to continue with a second program, it just would have been criminal to give it all up and to walk away. And I don't think that there was another organization out there that really was targeting that level of the sport. There are plenty of organizations at grassroots level, but for us it was really about at the top end of the sport, and really that was what drove us on, and we ended up with it being named the Magenta Project, hence the magenta was the color of our boat. And there was always a big joke about it's pink. No, it's not pink, it's magenta. And from there, that's how it rolled, really. So the Magenta mentoring program was first set up in 2018, and it was run as a bit of a pilot program just to see how hungry people were out there for a shore-based mentoring program. And we've had a great support in the form of mentors, both male and female, in a variety of walks of life, either in professional sailing or coaching, or some are executive coaches in the business world in their real job, if you want to call it that. But they're very passionate about sailing. It's a difficult question to say who would be a perfect mentee, because everybody comes with a very different skill set, a very different ambition. But really what we're targeting is one that's in a transition period, because traditionally this is where mentoring tends to help. So say you've come out of the Olympic classes, you want to get into high performance foiling boats, or you want to start going into offshore. That's an area where we would say, yeah, let's find someone that's walked that path and can help you. People going inshore to offshore, for example, or anyone looking to start out in the short-handed sailing, for example, which has grown exponentially. And also what we've started to see is people that are looking to go into shore support roles. So perhaps are not looking to be high performance sailors, but have certainly got a strong interest in supporting and growing female sailors. So, but yeah, traditionally it's looking at that transition period. We've recruited a lot more male mentors this year. I think with the opening of Sail GP to female athletes, with the announcement of the America's Cup having a women's series, the need or the desire perhaps for women that are really aspiring to get to that level of sailing, perhaps we don't have those female mentors, or maybe enough female mentors for those that are really aiming to get to those high performance levels. We've tapped into the likes of Kyle Langford, to Ed Powys, to Tom Burnham, to that echelon of the sport, to be able to give them guidance to what it takes to get to that level. I definitely think the level is growing. I mean, it has to now. I mean, with the Sail GP, it has definitely opened the door. Getting 1 or 2 female athletes onto each team. With the announcement of the America's Cup having a women's series, I mean, that is going to open the doors to opportunities for a large number of women. Change is definitely happening, and it's probably a slow one to start, but I think it's really going to have some traction now that we've got the announcement of these series that are happening. I think in terms of my own career and what you were asking about my transitions from on the water to off the water roles, I mean, I think it's really about following your gut instincts. It's about what are you happy doing, and also a recent article with Joe Ehler, the Kiwi sailor, who had taken up a more of a coaching role, and just feeling like she was happy with what she had achieved. And I think that resonates with me, in that once you're happy with a level, then it kind of allows you to move on to something else. And while that fire in your belly is still there, and you still want to sail around the world, or you still want to compete at the Olympics, I mean, you will follow that drive and you will get there, or you will work your ass off to get there. But I think once you've got to a level, or you've achieved something, I think for me it's always come as a bit of a natural progression. I'm lucky that opportunities have come up, and certainly on the shoreside roles, I've always taken them, and I really enjoy the management and the logistical side. But I've always managed to mix that in with some sailing on the water, and I think it's been a really nice balance to have that experience and that exposure to both sides. But I think it really is about, following your gut instinct as to what is right, and being happy with your decisions, and happy that it's getting you a progression to where you want to be in 5 years' time, for example.